his wife, and Sherry Jackson and Rusty Hamer as their children. Make room for Daddy.
Terry's in love. Terry's in love. Terry's in love. Terry's in love.
What's going on here?
Terry's in love.
Terry's
in
Rusty,
love.
be quiet. Rusty, shh. Honey, what is it? What's the matter?
Oh, Mommy, the most wonderful thing in the world just happened. Terry's in love.
Terry's in love with who?
Honey, come on. Don't just stand there like a zombie. Tell us what happened.
Of all the boys in the whole school, Johnny Lane asked me to go to the big annual dance. Me.
That's all?
That's all?
Well, the way you're acting, I thought I gave you a mink pencil sharpener.
Daddy! Johnny Lane only happens to be the president of the whole student body.
Oh.
Just to mention his name gives me that bumpity-bump feeling.
What an item for Winchell, huh?
Good evening, Miss Smith, North American Ocean Sea. Let's go to press. Flash, New York, New York. What well-known president of what well-known student body is causing what well-known young ladies to get the well-known bumpity bumps?
You'll have to excuse your father. Honey, you see, he hasn't had that old bumpity-bump feeling since he first saw me on a moonlight sail and dropped his hat in the river, and he misses it.
Yeah, he misses the hat, too. Cost me $8.
Oh, a cynic, eh? Come here.
Going to the dance with Johnny Lane.
You
This family's getting too mushy for me. I'm going.
Wait for me. We'll go down the river and look for my hat.
Oh, cut it out, you two. Well, come on, sweetheart. Come on, I'll take off your coat and let's sit down. And I want you to tell me all about it now, all the details.
Well, here's how it happened. It was 3 o'clock right after school was out.
Yeah?
And Gertrude Miller and I were standing in the corridor. I was waiting for Rusty. You didn't even introduce me. I was talking to Gertrude.
Yeah?
You tried to hide me. I was talking to Gertrude.
Yeah.
She's ashamed of me.
Rusty.
She's ashamed of her own kid brother.
Never mind. Go sit with your daddy. Now, come on, sweetheart. Come on.
So I was talking to Gertrude.
Yeah.
And I said, we'll probably get all the drifts to ask us to the dance. And Gertrude said, yeah, all the ninth graders get all the best boys. And all of a sudden, we see Johnny Lane.
Yeah.
And I said, I'll bet he's going to take Priscilla Myers. And Gertrude said, yeah, she always gets all the boys.
Wait a minute. What's the matter with you? Why should Priscilla Meyer get all the best boys?
Well, she goes out after them.
She goes out after them? What kind of talk is that?
Well, you know, she makes eyes at them, and she's always looking, and she laughs at everything they say. Well, you know, she butters them up. Is that how Mommy got you?
I don't understand this language. Are these my children talking? How are you bringing them up, kid?
Something wrong with the way I'm bringing them up?
Well, are you listening? What is that? Girls make eyes at the boys. They butter them up. What kind of a generation is this? The battle of the sexes starts at 12?
Starts? Where have you been? At 12, it just comes out into the open.
Excuse me, I've been busy. I haven't noticed.
Doesn't anyone want to hear what happened?
Oh, I'm waiting with bated breath. What else did Loverboy say?
He came over to me. I didn't even think he knew me. And he said, Terry Williams, how about coming to the dance with me? And you know what she did?
What?
Kid brothers bore me. No, they're not as bad as silly old big sisters.
Oh, wait a minute, young man. When you're old enough to get that bumpity-bump feeling.
I'd rather have a jelly sandwich.
Honey, I don't think I like the idea of Terry going to the dance with this guy.
Why not? He's class president. He's probably a very nice boy.
But she's just a baby. She's only 12 years old. He's an old man.
Oh, man.
He must be 15.
When we first met, I was 17 and you were 24.
Yeah, but you didn't have a suspicious father.
Hey, Marcia, is everybody in the class talking about me? Oh, Keen. I bet all the girls are green with envy. Goodbye, Marcia. I'm in the car with Priscilla Myers now. She'll die.
Hi, Terry. You want to play with me? I'll let you hook up the ladders.
Go away.
Oh, come on, Terry. Play with me. You can be the chief.
I'm busy.
Since you're in love, all you play is telephone operator.
Oh, now you've got me all mixed up.
Please? Oh, come on. I'll let you squirt the hose.
Mommy! Mommy, he's pestering me. Tell him to let me alone.
All right, Rusty. Now leave your sister alone.
You'll be sorry when I fall in love and you beg me to play with you, fire engine. You'll fall on your hands and face and scream, and I won't.
Oh, am I worried?
Come on, honey. Take your fire engine over here. That's right.
Hello? Oh, hello, Priscilla. Well, this is Terry Williams. Oh, I'm just fine. How are you? Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Get off that phone.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I've been trying to call this place for an hour. She been uh-hahing all this time?
That's what happens to a little girl when her heart goes bumpity-bump.
Bumpity bump my foot. I've been trying to get a call through from Chicago. Somebody's calling me and they can't get through.
How do you know?
When I walked into the lobby, they handed me a telegram.
Really?
Get off the phone. Want to discuss 4-week engagement, Shapery, Chicago. Your loving agent, Jesse.
No, I'm wearing a robin's egg blue dress with a full pink nylon petticoat.
How do you like that? You realize a 4-week engagement is trying to get through from Chicago and it can't because robins are laying blue eggs on pink nylon petticoats?
All right, honey. All right. Just relax. Now hurry it up, dear.
Get off the phone.
By the way, Priscilla, who's taking you to the dance? Jerry Davis? I don't know him.
A lot of things you don't know. Come on, hang up.
Have you heard who's taking me? Oh, you know.
That's good. She knows.
Everybody knows. You wrote it all over the sidewalk.
Come on, William.
After the dance, we're all going for a moonlight sail.
Oh, swell. If you see a gray felt hat floating in the river, it's mine. Bye.
Well, you didn't even give me a chance to say hello. First, Rusty comes in with his fire engine and drives me crazy. Then Mommy takes his side. Then you come in and make fun of me, and all I wanted to do was make a phone call. Can I have 5 minutes of privacy?
Young woman, in a moment, I'll take you in there and give you the spankingest 5 minutes of privacy you ever had.
All right. Beat me. Treat me like a child.
Oh, now, Terry.
Don't let me go up. I don't have to go to the dance. I can stay home.
It's liable to turn out just like that, young lady.
Oh, Mommy.
Now, look, honey, everything's going to be right. All right, you're not staying home. You're going to the dance, and you're going to have a wonderful time.
Well, Johnny will soon be here for dinner, and just look at us. We're not even dressed.
All right. We'll get all dressed up for dinner right now.
Not me. Take me the way I am or not at all.
Look at him. He hasn't even taken a bath today.
And I'm not going to.
You're not going to? You mean you're going to the table like that?
That's right. I'm just going to sit there and smell.
Oh, this is awful. Everybody's against me. Everybody.
Terry? Danny, what's the matter with you? Why can't you be a little more understanding with Terry? After all, she's just a child. Naturally, this thing's gone to her head.
Right, she's gone. She's going to need 2 heads.
Well, that's the way they are at 12. It's in all the books. At 14, you're lucky if they'll even talk to you.
Oh, don't bother me with the books.
Honey, what is it? What's the matter? Is something bothering you?
I stopped by the drugstore, honey, and right away Doc jumps all over me, starts to tell me what a swell guy I am. And then he hands me a ticket. Seems his son is on the dance committee or something.
Annual dance, guest star Danny Williams.
That's right.
Well, honey, why didn't you tell me you were going to appear at the dance?
Because I didn't know it myself till I saw it on the ticket.
You mean to say they printed these tickets before they even asked you?
That's what I mean to say.
Well, how did they know you'd accept?
Oh, they knew I'd accept, all right. They had an angle. And the angle's named Terry Williams. Don't you see, this phony little kid, Johnny, asked Terry to the dance only so he could get me to entertain there.
Oh.
Can't you see that little conniver's mind working right now, huh? Who do we know that's a sensational entertainer, a terrific draw, cinch to sell hundreds of tickets? Pack the joint. Danny Williams.
Otherwise, you don't think much of yourself.
That's not the point. How do you like that kid? How do we get Danny Williams, he says to himself. Real easy. Ask his little 12-year-old daughter to the dance. She'll be so flattered she won't know what hit her. Then we get him. Bango. Just like that. Oh, I tell you, using my little kid, that conniving little phony, using her to get to me to do a benefit. Well, I'm just not going to do it.
Oh, come on, Danny. You play benefits for everybody from the Millionaire Society to the Chicken Pluckers Association.
So what?
So a few songs, a few jokes for the kids isn't going to hurt you. Besides, it'll make Terry happy.
It'll make her happy, huh? Is it going to make her happy to be taken in by a phony? You want me to stand by and allow that to happen? I don't mind doing a benefit, honey. But his using Terry to get to me just rubs me the wrong way. I'm going to tell her.
You're not going to say a word to her.
Why not?
Why not? But don't you see what this would do to her ego? She's got a date with Johnny Lane, the class president. She's up on cloud 8. If you tell her now, it'll just break her heart. Well, believe me, honey, believe me, I know girls.
You know girls. I know girls. You know boys, but I know girls. I used to go out with them, remember?
Well, let's just say I know my own daughter. Look, honey, let's just calm down, shall we? Now, when Johnny gets here for dinner, I want you to be nice.
Dinner! Holy Toledo, he's reloading already.
Terry invited him.
Oh, that kid's got a connivier mind than I thought. First she takes my daughter, eats my food, and I work for him for free. Well, I'm not going to do it.
Yes, you are. Now, when Johnny gets here for dinner, dear, he'll be a little nervous about asking you, so I'd appreciate it if you just offer to appear.
Well, sure. It's the thing to do. I should offer to appear, and then I should offer to sell tickets, and also offer to sweep out the joint while I'm at it.
I'm being silly.
No. What else have I got to do but amuse children? Then I could offer to do a show for Rusty's third graders, and then do the kindergarten frolic, and a few appearances around the nursery. Then I'll be ready for the maternity ward where I can greet the little brats as they come into the world.
If you want another piece of pie, just help yourself, Johnny. Oh, what a sweet boy. All through dinner, he was a perfect gentleman.
Yeah, so's Jack the Ripper.
Oh, Danny. Now, look, honey. Remember what I told you. When he asks you to perform at the dance, help him a little. He's bound to be nervous.
Yeah, the way he gobbled down that dinner, his stomach isn't nervous, that's for sure.
Oh.
That was a wonderful dinner, Mrs. Williams. Just wonderful.
Well, thank you, Johnny.
I'm sure if you went into the restaurant business, you'd make a great name for yourself. Just as your talented husband has done in the entertainment business.
Boy, is he nervous.
Well, I hope you don't mind my talking about you like this, Mr. Williams, like a fan.
Look,
Well, of course Mr. Williams doesn't mind. After all, he's an actor. And there's nothing an actor likes more than to be talked about.
And my daddy's a real ham. Kid brothers. Mother, isn't it time for Russell to go to bed? It is not, and besides, you go to bed at the same time Russell does.
Johnny, I think we've talked enough about Mr. Williams. Let's talk about you. How's the dance coming?
Oh, troubles.
Oh.
And as the student body president, all the troubles fall on my head.
Oh, really? What's the matter?
We might have to call it off. Call off the dance? Well, you see, we need some big name for the show to get the people to buy tickets. And we don't have one. You mean someone to entertain? Our star? Hey, yeah, that's it. Well, what about my daddy?
Yeah, well, why don't you ask him?
Gee, that'd be a marvelous idea. If we could get you, Mr. Williams, my problems would be solved. Oh, say yes, Daddy.
Now, look here, boy.
Let's go. Here's that.
I do not accept.
Okay, run along, dear, before he changes his mind. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Don't watch your feet. Da-da-da-da-dum. Da-da-da-dee-da-da-da-da-da-da. No, honey, the dancing is fine, but you've got to get the tango look.
How do I get that?
Well, it's kind of a sophisticated, woman of the world, sphinx-like look.
How do I get all that?
You squint. That's it. Wonderful. Oh, Johnny'll love it.
You mean to tell me you're going to let your daughter go through with this thing?
Danny, please.
Go through with what, Daddy?
Nothing, honey. Nothing at all. Your daddy's just talking.
I am not just talking.
Honey, why don't you run along and change your dress? You don't want to wear it out before tomorrow night.
Don't go, Terry. Come back.
Danny, please.
I'm sorry, honey. There's a principle involved here. I tried to see it your way, but I just can't, that's all. I mean, it goes against my whole bringing up. My folks brought up a family of 10, sweetheart, the hard way, from hand to mouth, but at least we learned to face the truth. You and I are raising our kids like they live in a test tube.
What's the matter, Daddy?
Look, sweetheart, there's something going on that you should know. I don't want you to be fooled.
Fooled? Well, by what, Daddy?
Danny, do you have to?
Honey, I haven't been able to sleep on account of this thing. Come here. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Honey, unfortunately, there are people in the world who take advantage of others. And we've got to learn to protect ourselves against such people. Now, this boy, Johnny, the only reason he asked you to the dance was to get me to entertain there.
It's not true.
Terry, it is true. Think about it, sweetheart. Has he ever asked you to a dance before?
It's not true. It's not true.
Has he ever spoken to you before?
It's not true.
Terry, listen to me, baby. Here's a ticket with my name on it. Look, Danny Williams, guest star. That ticket was printed before they asked me.
I don't believe it.
It was printed before he asked you to the dance. I've had it for a week.
I don't... Hello, Mrs. Williams.
Johnny.
Hiya, Terry. Hello, Johnny. I come up to ask you if you'd like to go out for a soda. Well, by the way, the first ticket to the dance. I already have the first ticket. We didn't start selling them until... Oh, you had them printed before you even asked my father, didn't you? Well, next time you want my father to entertain, please consult his agent. That's why you asked me to the dance, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Well, my father isn't going to be at that dance, and neither am I. I might as well go.
I'm proud of you, baby. What'd I tell you, Muggs? She handled that like a real big girl.
Yeah, she's a real big girl, all right.
Oh, don't cry, sweetheart. You've just learned one of the most important lessons of your whole life.
I don't want to learn any lessons. I just want to go to the dance. All the kids at school will be talking about me. I'll never be able to face them. I'll have to go to another school. Don't cry, Terry. I'll take you to the dance.
The child's been locked up in that room all afternoon. How long is this going to go on? Oh. Oh, what are you looking at? You like it if I let the guy pull a phony stunt on her like that? Thought I was helping her by telling her the truth.
You'd have helped her a lot more if you'd have kept your big mouth shut.
Well...
You know so much about girls. Well, there are lots of things you can't tell them, and that applies if they're 12, 20, or 200.
Look, I'm miserable enough. Will you leave me alone?
Mrs. Williams?
Johnny.
Mr. Williams, I just wanted to tell you that I told the school council that you wouldn't be able to appear. I came back to apologize to all of you, especially Terry.
Terry? Terry?
Terry, dear?
Terry, lover boy is here. Oh, it's you.
You were expecting maybe Marlon Brando?
Terry, I want to apologize to you.
Oh, you needn't bother. I wasn't in the least bit affected. Then why were you crying?
Terry, I did ask you to dance so we could get your father. I know it wasn't very nice, but you see, well, I'm president of the class, and I was ordered to do it by the council. When you're president, there are lots of things you have to do you don't want to.
Poor Ike.
That wasn't really your idea? No. I couldn't have asked you to dance before because I never even knew you. But now, well, even if your father won't come, I would like to ask you, Terry. Will you go to the dance with me?
I'd love to.
Thanks. Thanks a lot, Terry. You're the greatest.
Well, what are you going to do for entertainment, son?
Oh, we can manage. We can get Ronnie Jones and his singing dogs.
What kind of an act is that? Dogs can't sing.
I know. Ronnie Jones is a ventriloquist. It's one little cocker spaniel.
Well, now, wait a minute, son. After all, I mean, it's Terry's school, and I'm her father, and it's my duty to appear. I'll be very happy to.
Well, certainly. Besides, you've already got his name printed on the ticket.
Yeah.
Who looks at the tickets?
What do you mean who looks at the tickets? Everybody looks at the ticket.
I don't want to impose on you.
Impose? Not imposing at all. Come on, honey. Show 'em what you can do.
Sure, there's no imposition. As a matter of fact, I was figuring on doing a medley of hit songs for my nightclub shows. Listen to this. Go ahead, hon. No need explaining. The one remaining is somebody I adore. Hey, I'm looking over for a leaf clover I overlooked before. You may not be an angel, but still I'm sure you'll do. So until the day that one comes along, I'll string along with you. I'm just breezing along with the breeze, trailing the rails, roaming the sea. I'm just going along as I please, breezing along with the breeze. If I could be with you 1 hour tonight, if I were free to do the things that I might, I'm telling you true, I'd be anything but blue if I could be with you for just 1 hour. If I could be with you. They heard the breeze in the trees playing weird melodies, and they made that the start of the blues. And from the whippoorwill high up on a hill, they took a new note and they pushed it through a horn till it was worn into a blue. And then they nursed it, rehearsed it, and gave out the news. Oh, the Southland gave birth to the blues. Oh, the Southland gave birth to the
Great.
Thanks, son.
But we've already booked the dogs.
How you like that? That's the first time I was ever turned down at a benefit.
Don't worry, honey. The chicken pluckers still love you.
presented alternately by Tell